Welcome to the Tell You Later Show, conveniently located at the intersection of historical and hysterical.
Sincere thanks to all those who support us on Patreon. See the full list at the end of the show. By the way, there's always room for more.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to their channel.
We haven't got a title song for this show, so we're singing this thing instead.
Okay.
It's really just a substitute. Nonetheless, the melody may stay in your head.
Oh, I hope so.
'Cause it's a tune.
It's a tune.
You'll love to croon.
You'll love to croon.
But there's one thing you should know. We have to confess we do not possess a title song for this show.
Ain't it peculiar?
Believe it or not, we haven't got a title song for this show.
Oops. All right, I think we're starting. Fabulous! I love it. You're hired.
I'm in.
You're hired. So welcome to another special episode, because they're all special episode of the Tell You Later Show. I'm Katie Lee, and this is my guest, Melissa Disney, spelled the usual way.
The usual way.
Yeah, the
Yes.
usual way. And, you know, all my guests are special because you know what this is how I feel. Everybody I know is interesting and exciting.
I just feel like doing this. I don't like.
Do you? Okay. They all have stories, and you.
Yes.
I've been waiting a long time to have you on the show because you are full of stories.
I'm full of a
and
lot.
You know what? I
Full of
know
a lot of things.
You're full of a lot of things. That is so true. My truth bell got stuck on that one.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a truth bell.
It's a truth bell.
I just thought it was a fun moment.
If you hear something true, you get to hit it.
Okay, I heard the word true.
Yep.
There we
Bing. Okay, no, but I know enough about you to be dangerous. So I'm going to be asking so many hard-driving questions.
I'm gonna
to find out-
lie about everything.
You're gonna. So you know,
Just
first
kidding.
I want to thank all our patrons who have been supporting the
Thank you,
show
patrons.
thus far for
All
us.
four of you
Thank
who
you.
can't see, because I heard some of you are blind.
Yes.
I just want you to know we are super hot.
No, because the lights.
Super
are-
hot
No.
in the light.
No, we look good, actually. We look very good. People may not know, but this is the holiday season.
This is the holiday season.
And your lips are just so sparkly.
That's because I just found this lipstick
Yes.
today.
Cleaning, because you said
Like,
you were
I
cleaning.
cleaned out part of my closet
And you found
and
goodies.
some old purses.
Who makes that one? Is that Mac?
It's Loon and Aster.
Oh. Well,
Or maybe it's Sloon. I can't tell. Something's been wiped off.
but
there.
it looks beautiful. And it matches great on your... would you call it a sweater
It's a
or a
schmata.
poncho? A schmata? No. Schmata, for those of you who don't speak Yiddish, means rag, and that is not a rag.
It's a red schmata.
It's very nice.
I literally was so happy I found this because it is my Christmas sweater.
It's gonna go the long haul for Christmas.
Oh,
I
it's
can
going.
tell.
It's going again,
and
baby. What else I love about it, for those of us who schwitz a little from time to time, right? This is all open over here.
So you can just let it breathe.
This is nice.
Yeah,
And you know,
very nice.
there could be nothing going on underneath and you'd never know.
So
This is a family show.
okay, so
What's
a little
happening
so
here?
it's like a
TMI.
poncho. TMI. You don't have sleeves, is what you're saying. What you basically have are flaps for your arms. I think that's very commendable. Okay.
No jiggle.
I really thought I wanted Melissa on the show before she showed up. Now I'm really not sure, although I would like your earrings. I think those are fabulous.
Thank you.
So I've been wanting you on here. We've known each other for quite a while.
Yes.
And you
we have.
have amazing stories. You have, first of all, like I said, your name, Melissa Disney, spelled the usual way, kind of
Right.
like the theme park, because
Kind of.
somewhere in your history you're related, although,
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
and that's pretty cool.
Right.
Because I bet people don't forget your name.
They do, actually. They forget it a lot.
They don't.
It turns into, hey, you.
I don't believe it.
No, they just, yeah.
So,
They
but
don't forget,
you are
but they
from
do.
you are from San Diego
San Diego.
County.
San Diego County. Yes.
And somehow you found, like Chris Anthony Lansdowne, you found your way from San Diego County to
Who?
Los Angeles.
Chris Anthony. Oh.
You know, hi, this is Chris. Did you know her name is Chris Anthony Lansdowne?
No, I did not know that.
Well, now you do.
That's a long version of that name.
Yeah.
Yes. Spelled the easy way.
Well, okay, so what's your long version of your name, miss?
I don't even know which name to give you because I have so many.
Is it Melissa Ryan Disney or Disney Ryan? What do you say?
No, because Ryan's his first name.
Oh, so James, sorry.
So James is the last. So
Yes.
have a married name.
Yes.
So I'm now going Melissa Disney James.
Melissa Disney James. Because
But
you
this-
married Ryan James, who, oddly enough, speaking of Disney,
Yes,
he was a Mouseketeer.
he was, and he's a man with 3 first names.
Uh-oh.
Ryan Paul James.
Oh, no.
So it's all very confusing. We have a lot of crazy things.
You know-
Yes, and he was a Mouseketeer, and he did know like Brittany and Justin and a lot of those
on a first
people.
name basis, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, and Ryan Gosling.
Did you, Ryan Gosling was a Mouseketeer?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
there were 2 Ryans.
Yes,
So how did they know who was who?
because he was actor Ryan. My Ryan was actor Ryan, and Ryan Gosling was more singer Ryan.
Oh.
There was like the actor.
What
kids
year?
and
What years was this? Do you know?
It was 1 year. It was when he graduated high school, and I don't know what.
Did you
He's a
watch
child.
him? Did you ever watch him on that show?
No.
No, you didn't know that when you met him.
I never once saw the actual show. I saw the, what was it, the 60s or 50s show? I saw that, but I never saw, like, the new version of the show. And we have yet to find one episode that he's on. We don't know why.
Okay,
we cannot
so
find it,
you
so-
know what? Disney owns a lot of shows I worked on in the past, and they're pretty well hidden under a rock or in a basement somewhere. They
Kinda
don't,
weird,
they don't
right?
make that stuff too
They don't make it
available
too
for some.
public. I don't know what's going on
I
there.
don't know if they're embarrassed.
Are you embarrassed?
Are you embarrassed by
Why you don't
us,
want
Disney
to?
people?
We want to see what the husband did. You know. It's
So
no
you
big
didn't
deal.
meet him. You weren't a Mouseketeer fan. How did you meet your husband?
Oh, how did I meet him?
Yeah.
The how you met him story.
The how you met him story.
The how we met story was I was in a Kiss band.
Okay.
I was distracted for a minute.
So the thing is, we do have a lot of. Some people are wondering. I know, and I don't know if I've mentioned this publicly. I think I have. But
Leave it to me to come on.
the crew of one is in a Kiss tribute band who last night played 3 sets, and we didn't go to bed till really late. So we're toughing this out.
You're doing great.
He's in a but you weren't in a but you were in a band, and we're gonna get back to your band days.
We'll get back to the days of
but
band
you
dating.
weren't in a Kiss.
No, I was
band?
not Kiss Your Band. I was on the radio, actually. I got asked to come in and sing on the morning show for the Fish. It's in LA, right?
The radio
The
station.
Christian station. And I knew one of the gals on the show. And it just so happened that Ryan was the morning show producer. So I went in.
Why did they ask you to sing? Wait, I won't interrupt.
Because
Yes, I will.
That's the new title of the show.
I won't interrupt.
Yes, I will. Because it was Christmas time, and so they know that I write funny, quirky songs, and so I do what I always do when I say yes to something. I wait till the night before, and then I call my mom and I say, "Hey, let's write a funny, quirky."
So your mom
Christmas
is your
song."
co-writer?
She can be, especially when it comes to funny, quirky songs, because she's a nut job herself. She is an Elizabeth Taylor lookalike and does a literal Liz.
Did she stand in? Was she like an actual
She
Elizabeth Taylor
wasn't.
stand-in?
No, she could have been, but she's done this gig, and actually, right now as we record, she's doing a show called The Rhinestone Grannies.
Your mom
Yeah.
is in a show? No fooling.
She's awesome, and she's probably
What's
dressed as
her-
Liz
what's her
right now. She does a
professional name?
rap. She literally does a Liz rap, it's Louise Gallagher. Yeah,
Louise
and she's
Gallagher.
she's in that movie Bring It On. She plays a teacher in Bring It On, that Kristen Dunst cheerleader movie.
So
She's
was
done
your
some
mom
stuff.
an actress when you were growing up?
Yes.
And so that kind of led you into the business.
Yes.
And she caused you to write quirky songs, which got you on The Fish.
I don't think she caused me to write them. I think I just started and she wrote them with me. And
All right,
we
how
help
fun.
each other out when it comes to stuff like that. Cause
That's amazing.
We're just,
And your dad?
dad, he's just quirky. He doesn't write quirky
And
songs.
so, lesson number 1, if you want to be in show business, be born to quirky parents.
That's right. And you know what? I loved having a mom who had been an actress, and
you know what?
we kind of started at the same time, really.
Hold this thought one second, because all I said was your name. But let me just let me say who this guest is of mine, all that she has done.
Oh no.
She is a singer, a songwriter, a face actor, a voice actor.
Only my face act.
Yeah, what means you're on camera.
Okay.
She's a philanthropist. She's been a missionary. She is, I said singer, voice actor. She is a live announcer for awards announcer.
Yes.
Besides being just your regular run-of-the-mill voiceover stuff, she is the voice of Ginger, As Told by Ginger, a cartoon series, and we're going to get into your cartoon stuff. So there, I should have said that in the beginning, but yeah. So there's a lot to unpack here.
It's so easy to talk to you is the problem.
Unpack is such a like a modern phrase. We're gonna unpack.
And you know what else is really funny is when your kids are like, search that up. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, so when you get on your phone and you're looking on YouTube or you're trying to go on, like, find something on the internet, they're like, yeah, search it up.
Instead of Google that?
Right.
If you say
Search
Google
it.
that,
Search
you
it up.
sound like an old person. Search it up.
So everyone's got to change their lingo now.
Search it up. I'm going to take my watch off because my clasp is kind of broken and every once in a while it just goes flying. So before it does that, I'm
And time does fly.
time does fly. In this, yes. Yes. So welcome to the Tell You Later Studios.
Thank you.
Now
It's
we
so
know
nice
who
to
you
be
are.
here.
So your mom and you were writing songs. How did they know you wrote quirky songs?
Because the gal was a friend of mine who was the morning show girl. And so...
Was she from San Diego?
No, she just was a friend of a friend. And she was quite quirky herself, and just said, you know, we want to have you come on the show and do a.
So what did you do?
Songs.
Do you remember?
So I did. I think I turned one of the Christmas songs into like the California Christmas. Like, have a California Christmas at the best time of the year. I'll get Botox and you'll get something and we'll have such good cheer. You know, like it was like that kind of thing.
All right.
And, but I knew it was a Christian station, so I had to like, you know, tone it down.
Not yet.
And there was one song that was, I remember the line. Mary had a runny nose and Joseph had to pee. Oh, jingle bells, jingle. It was all about a kid's nativity gone wrong, right?
Kind of what you were saying. Now that you have a child and you're directing a show. Oh, I gotta talk about that too. How do we? The segues are not my thing.
Not your thing. It's okay.
So
it's not my thing. Like in music either. Like the beginning of the song and the end of the song, very hard for me.
Really,
I get really right there in the middle.
The middle. So okay, so you were singing the song. We're gonna remind us, audience, crew of one, to get back to the kids' Christmas show. Okay. So now you've sang some songs.
So I sang some songs, and this was Ryan. Ryan was producing, so he's in there like, oh great. What's her face brought in a singer person? What is she gonna do? And he's got his hat on. And now that I know him, he used to wear like baseball hats all the time because he worked so many hours. He'd always have migraines, and he'd be up all night, and he'd start at 3, 4 in the morning, radio hours. And so I remember him just like looking up from his hat like,
what is she singing?
What is she doing? She'd be like, and I'd start singing and he'd go, wait. Wait. And I'm like, what? And he'd go, you can't say P. And I'm like, what?
Can you say ABC?
I think so.
QRS?
Just not the P.
I got it, okay.
The P? I don't know. Ours is a little dicey, but for some reason, we couldn't say that on a Christian station because, Christian children don't pee. So.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Right.
Okay.
Almost a truth. So anyway, there, yeah. And then we became friends instantly.
Really?
No, we just started chatting and laughing because I was, whenever anyone asked me questions, I just giggle. And then he carried my guitar case down to the car for me. It was just...
How nice.
It was really sweet.
That's how you met.
That's how we met. Apparently he thought we were already dating at that point.
Oh, well. Well, that saves a lot of time, doesn't it? Now you have 2 kids.
Wada bing. Here we
Two
go.
beautiful children.
They are beautiful.
I must say.
Thank God.
They are very beautiful.
Yeah, we sent the ugly ones away.
So, do your kid, now your mom acted and you act. Do your children?
So the son, yes, he has done a couple of 2-3 animated movies, a couple little things.
No fun.
Yeah.
Oh, because you do ADR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as much anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm definitely going to do a little bit more, though.
Will you hire me? Well,
I
no,
will.
you're going to hire your kid. You don't need me.
No, I'm going to hire you.
I wish you would.
Heck yeah. Because you know
How much can we give her? I'll give the kids. I'm going to give you a prize.
Oh, okay.
No, please don't consider it a bribe. Okay. I can't wait for the I just listened to Sally Field's memoir, and the studio gave her like a Ferrari so she would not wear short clothes or something when she was playing the Flying Nun or something. I probably got that a little mixed up, but they did give her. They did give her a car. I'm not kidding. And she didn't even want it.
I'm going to say right now that if you want to give me a car,
You're
I
okay
will
with
keep
that?
it. I will totally keep the car.
I will write that down. Give
Melissa a car. And I found out on a recent episode that you were on a game show and won yourself a trip.
I did.
And you gave your mom a car.
I did. I wanted to. My mom needed
How
a car.
awesome are you?
Yes, but did you hear the kicker? Like
That you had to end up paying
a lot of money for the taxes.
My mom went on a game show and the same thing happened.
Yeah.
She won a year's supply of Rice-a-Roni.
Wow! How much is that exactly?
That's a big box.
Is that like a box a day?
That's a lot of
Like
Rice-a-Roni. Needless to say, I don't
Does it
need
have the
Rice-a-Roni
shelf
ever
life?
again in my life. Never again.
Oh, remember when we used to make chicken and the Rice-a-Roni? Remember that recipe? Chicken breast
You know
and
that's good.
Rice-a-Roni?
Now I'm kind of craving Rice-a-Roni all
When
of a
you
sudden.
think about it.
Dang it.
Rice-a-Roni, not an official sponsor of the Tell You Later show yet.
The San Francisco treat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she won Crackle too. I remember that. Crackle candy bar.
Oh, wow.
That year supply didn't even last a month.
It?
I think it was called Press Your Luck. No whammies. That one.
I don't know that one. My mother went on Let's Make a Deal, and she won the big deal. She won the big deal. She won a trip.
I think I need to go on a show.
Well, that's how we ended
before I
up on
go
the
on.
pyramid. If you listen to that whole episode, everybody who was on My Little Pony,
That's
we
right.
all
That's
got
right. You had to
together
go
and
on and
practiced to go on that show, and they'd say, "What do you do for a living?"
Mom, I'm a hairstylist.
Nothing.
I'm a teacher.
Something.
Yes, because
I
in the acting
forgot.
business,
I forgot.
you're not allowed as actors to go on game shows.
But
Sometimes.
but most of the people are.
Most of them
Because
are.
who else has time?
Who
to
else has
go
the time in the middle of everyone
right?
now? Apparently,
Oh,
they
yeah.
can hardly get people to work these days. That's what I've heard.
Because they're all on game shows.
Yeah,
I
that's what
think.
they're doing.
So my mom won siding, which they ended up turning into paneling. I don't know if you could have traded your Rice-a-Roni in for something
paneling?
else. Yeah, and we built a kitchenette on our house with her winnings of Let's Make a Deal.
I think it's fantastic. My friend Jen won the Showcase Showdown on Price is Right and won a video camera and a ton of stuff.
Wow.
And she sold like everything and started her own video business. And she's still going to this day.
That's awesome. So, hey, you know what? Everybody gets started somehow. It could be a game show.
I want to know what my next career is. I need to go on a game show and find out what's coming.
What's coming.
Maybe some aluminum siding.
Well, let me just use that as a segue.
It's a good segue.
So, your husband is a writer.
Yes.
Now, were you writing before you met him too? Writing songs?
Yes.
I know that.
Yes. And short stories.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because, okay, did your mom, was she a writer too?
Yes.
So you kind of been following in Louise's steps.
Yes. And I've been, I started on stage when I was, I don't know for sure. I'm going to go way back. Let's go back. This is what she tells me. She said,
Wayback Machine.
We're going back. Woo, bloop, bloop. We're going back. What's that?
From
Wayne's World. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
I was the Wayback, Mr. Peabody, Sherman and Mr. Peabody. Remember they?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta go back into the Wayback Machine.
Oh, yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right. That was Bill Scott.
Cute.
Yes. Okay.
She's going to name drop a lot. No, I'm just going to be like, oh, yeah. And then I'll go look it up later.
Yeah. He was Bullwinkle's voice.
Oh.
All those.
Okay.
voices, yeah.
Okay. So what happened? Oh, so when I was really, really young, I mean, probably like 3, 4, my mom said that she had me in the Christmas play at church. And then she knew nothing about this. It was a pretty big church. And before the kids were getting up to sing, they said, okay, now little Melissa's going to lead us in the opening prayer. And I was sitting on the front row because the kids were going to get up and do their thing. And I got up, took the microphone, and my mom literally went, what? Literally got up, took the microphone, and she said, you led the congregation in the most amazing prayer.
Wow.
We didn't practice it. I don't know where it came from. I've never heard anything like that come out of you. And then she said, and then you just went, put the microphone back, and sat down.
And then your televangelist career began. Is that right?
That's it.
The 700 Club?
Yes.
After that?
Oh, all the shows started calling.
Wow.
I was really busy. I had a huge child televangelist career. Yeah, so she said that, and then when she
Don't send money, just send lollipops.
and crackle, because we ate it all too fast.
Did she hide it so you wouldn't eat it?
No, we went through that
for the
thing.
crackle.
We're like, Mom, do more shows. We were teenagers. It was breakfast.
Go get more crackle.
With the milk.
That was before crack.
Yeah. Just crackle.
Yeah.
Crackle.
Got it.
Yeah. And then after that,
so
I got into musical theater.
Oh, musical theater.
That's when I really hit my stride at 7.
Did you decide, that's what you wanted to do?
I did.
Like,
early on. She took me to see The Sound of Music, and it was a live play, and it was up on Mount Helix in San Diego with Christian Community Theater, just gorgeous and beautiful view. And after the show, she was like, so what'd you think? And I just said, I want to be there.
wow.
Like, I just knew, like, I want to be one of those kids. I want to be on stage.
So did you join that group?
Yeah, and stayed with them for like 10 years.
Did they like fly you on wires and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, they would do that. I don't think I ever flew, but I did a ton of...
What was your biggest role?
I think Maria in West Side Story.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. So can you dance too?
Well, of course I can dance. Not like real dancing, though. Musical theater dancing.
But that's dancing. Well, right? You got to remember what to do.
Yes, you've got... In musical theater, you have to learn how to tap and waltz and, do everything that you can.
That's a wonderful education.
It's the best ever for voiceover, certainly. I think, because you play so many characters on stage.
Do you ever get fever blisters? This is kind of random, but I feel one's growing. If you guys get fever blisters, you just feel it. There's this tingly feeling.
That must be awful.
It is, because it's like, when you're pregnant, you think everybody can see your baby moving and stuff going on. I
don't see anything.
Do you see this ginormous thing?
But if it grows, I'll let you know.
Okay.
When my son fell and hit the brick fireplace, he literally grew something this size. And I mean, it just like...
Oh.
It was so horrible.
Wow. Did you put ice on it?
Yeah, so we had to take him to the emergency room.
What do they call those eggs?
Yeah, he got like a goose egg.
Goose egg, yeah.
Next question.
Kids fall a lot. You're welcome. That happens. What we were just talking about, here's a helpful hint, in case you may want to know this, since your kids are still young.
Yes.
If you get burned, you know what the best thing is to put on burns? And I'm not even kidding.
Mommy's kisses?
No, an onion.
Ooh.
Cut an onion, and it reduces. It has like natural antibiotics and something else, quercetin and something else in it, and it reduces the swelling and helps burns heal.
That is so
You're
amazing.
welcome. Okay.
Which is really good for me to know, because my little one, she wants to cook with me all the time now.
Ooh. Do you like to cook?
Yes. I'm not great at it, but I do.
We do an episode for the patrons. So far, it's just for patrons called Crew of One likes to call it 5-Star Cooking with Katie. You saw my kitchen. You saw these living quarters, which also known as the Tell You Later Studios. We have a real small kitchen, but you guys have seen it because we've done popcorn in there.
Well, it's adorable.
But I don't have. Did you notice there's no stove?
Yeah.
So I have to be creative.
You have to be
and
very
cook.
creative,
I use that wok that you see over there. And anyway, but I do like to cook. So we have some cooking episodes, and
Good.
it's a little. It's good, but it scares me because crew of one gets up high above on a ladder because I don't have the luxury of one of those cooking mirrors. Have you ever been on a cooking show?
No, but I know what you're talking about because I have television.
Oh, right. That's where I saw it. That's where I saw it. My daughter used to watch Rachel Ray hours on end, and I'd say, "Do you want to cook anything?" No. She'd just watch it. And then she'd have me buy the ingredients, but she'd never make it.
And you didn't make anything. I learned.
Now she's a good cook. Shout out, Laura. You're a good cook now, but back then I was like, what are we going to do with all these ingredients?
We're just going to look at them and pretend we're going to put them into those little tiny things so we can go, and then we put in our little onion and our little garlic and our little this, and I'm like,
What does River like to cook?
Last night we were making a special pasta with like bow tie pasta.
Oh.
And it was so cute because I figured out a new way to test it because she really likes testing it to see when it's done.
You don't throw it against the wall?
No, because it's spaghetti.
Yeah, that's what you do.
With like bow tie pasta, you throw it against the wall?
I would throw everything against the wall. Why not?
This is news to me. I just got like
Have you
a
ever
little
thrown
cup.
spaghetti against the wall?
Oh, yes.
Well, why can't you do it with bow tie pasta?
I don't think it's going to
too al dente.
That's what I mean. No matter what, it's
Well, I
just
think
going
it's
to come
worth a
off.
try.
All right. We should have thrown it on the wall, but I can't with this little tiny... I came with something fun.
Yeah.
I got a little cup, just a little tiny, little cute thing, and put a little cold water in it. And then I would have her like do a little scoop and put the little bow tie in there, let it cool off, and then she could try it.
So you could taste it without burning yourself. Because otherwise you'd need an onion.
That's right. And I'm going to have an onion on hand all the time now. Because I hate when I burn my tongue when I'm drinking tea.
Hey, so let's talk about some really cool stuff.
Okay, what?
More cool things.
Yes.
Because obviously bow tie pasta in cold water is pretty riveting.
Well, we kind of had a little tiny bit of a cooking show here just for fun.
Yeah, no, that's so fun.
We're a full-figured show.
We cover this. We are. Although we've compared notes, and neither one of us has much of a waist.
No, we're all legs.
Yes. And so, what did you say? You're 5'5" unless you sit, then you're 5'1". I thought that was pretty funny. I'm going to give you a little ding
I got a ding for that. Thank you for my ding.
So musical theater, how did you get into voiceover?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't remember. It was the
If I hit you in the head, will you remember?
Okay. I was happily doing a show in Texas. And
Wait!
I know.
How did you get to Texas?
I just
was
went
it
to
musical
theater. Yeah, I went to do a show in Texas.
Traveling?
It was right after college. I moved there.
Oh, no fooling.
I did.
Austin?
I went to San Antonio.
I was there a few weeks ago.
I love San Antonio. Yeah, so I worked at that Fiesta Texas place that's no longer Fiesta Texas, but it was all live music in the entire park back then. Now I think it's Six
Was it
Flags.
like an amusement park?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was in the Rockin' at Rockville High show, the 50s show, and I played the lead girl, and it was really fun.
So who owned it? Because those parks,
It was Opryland.
Oh.
Yeah, an Opryland Gaylord Entertainment.
And so you had to audition and become part of the ensemble.
So many of my so much of my work is just following other people and getting into the wrong crowd at the right time, or something. Seriously, like that kind of thing happens a lot.
Were you dating a cowboy?
There was a boy. There was a boy, and we were both in San Diego, and he was doing the drive with his doo-wop group.
Okay.
Up to the auditions in LA. And said, do you want to tag along and just come for a ride? And I said, sure.
Heck yeah.
Let's go. Because I thought, honestly, like, how much fun would that car ride be? To ride with like
a doo-wop group.
A doo-wop group. Like,
did they sing the whole way?
It was so much fun.
Too bad we didn't have car phones. We didn't have phones. Cameras on our phones.
So good back then.
Wow.
It was the dark ages.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. So yeah, and then I ended up auditioning when I was there.
Oh, how about you? Hey, girl, you want to do it too?
Hey, you.
As long as you're
What's your name?
Spelled the usual way.
Yeah. And because they were singing all that.
Hey, you spelled the usual way.
Because they were singing all those 50s songs. I think I just got some 50s song in my head. So I just said to the piano man, hey, piano man, you know 50s too? You know where the boys are or something? I don't know if it was wasn't where the boys are.
And then they hired you.
I don't know what it was.
How old were you?
I was, when I graduated, I was maybe 21-ish.
So you graduated
22.
college?
Yeah.
What was your major?
Well,
musical theater.
finally became acting, but it wasn't for all the years I was there. I just secretly took acting classes.
Well, what were you supposed to be doing?
I was supposed to be getting a job to fall back on. In case this whole acting
that was
didn't work out.
Tom's story. He was supposed to, and he
I couldn't. I tried.
Architecture, I think, is what he said.
I went into speech and telecommunications. I did everything I could, and I never could find something that could click. So in the meantime, even though I wasn't supposed to, I started doing shows at college.
Your parents didn't know?
They didn't know until the show opened.
That's like not telling your family you're pregnant until you go to deliver.
I know, it was awful. Because I didn't want to upset my dad, but I couldn't not do it, right? And then I figured out you could like have a minor or something. I'm like, oh,
that's how it works.
All right. So then but that was in these shows, and I would be like, oh my gosh, look at this flyer. What? That looks like me.
Wow, it's spelled like my name. I guess that is me.
Oh my god, it's Steven Sondheim show. What? That's me. What?
Oh my goodness.
You want to hear the craziest story about that?
Of course I do.
That?
Yes.
Woo, dang! How you doing? I feel like we're at a party.
I want to hear the craziest story you got, baby.
So the director was like, okay, you guys this is the show called Assassins, right?
Ooh.
It was a serious show about presidential assassins, very serious. And a musical, because that goes together. And then, thank you, Sondheim. So she said, some of you are playing people that are still alive, so I want you to actually go
do some research,
but also reach out to the person if you can find them. So Squeaky Fromme is who I played, and she tried to assassinate Ford in 75,
she was in prison at that time.
She's still in prison.
Oh, is she?
Well, I mean, it's what her letter says.
But that was before. I think she's out.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll look that up.
Anyway, I wrote
some
to her.
Homework. Yeah?
I did, and she wrote back.
Well, I'm sure she would. What else is she gonna do? I mean,
I thought that was crazy. I'm like, I have a presidential assassin pen pal. Woo!
Did you try to? I shouldn't say that.
No, I did not actually go meet her, but it was really interesting. The letter's pretty phenomenal.
Wow.
She hand painted the card. No, because it didn't arrive until after the show. It just freaked me out like a lot.
So now she knows your address, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, ooh. So then you didn't run for office.
No, I did not.
After that, no. No, not gonna be. That's why you're not president of Screen Actors Guild.
That's why I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of,
because I got friends in low places.
Wow, that's really amazing. Did you see the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. just saying, we like that movie.
It's a really good movie.
Well, it was interesting. This is about you, so I'm not gonna go there. But it's a good movie,
It can be about you,
based
too.
on you know Brad Pitt's character is based on Burt Reynolds.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he was a stuntman, and when I was listening to Sally Field's book, and he had this big old dog, and Brad.
That's awesome.
No, and if you watch it again, because
Okay.
we've seen it, I think 4 times.
He didn't have the big stash, did he? He didn't have a big mustache?
No, he didn't. But
Okay.
think about how Brad Pitt, his little giggle,
Yeah,
his
his little style and the
swagger.
swag. That will make sense. That's great.
And you know Townsend's in that movie.
No, I did not know that.
He's doing the voiceover for the FBI.
Well,
part.
look at that.
Speaking of ADR, so sometimes they need people to do post-production. So, okay, so I want to hear more about your stuff, okay?
Okay.
You end up,
You're just so cute.
I
just want to cuddle her.
I'm so glad to have you. I have the best friends.
Doesn't she?
I do. Okay. What's your name again? Anyhow, so you're doing the show, you do the doo-wop, you get hired, you've been
we're going back
sneaking
there.
around, starring in plays, and all of a sudden you've become addicted to acting.
I'm totally addicted. I
auditioned and you moved to Texas.
Yeah.
You're in San Antonio.
Before I even graduated, I booked the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that must have made your parents happy knowing you could make
proud.
money. Right?
Well, I had been in school so long at this point that they were like, "It's okay, just get out, do what you gotta do." So, as I was already working like professional theater in San Diego during college, it's like the old Globe came. This is one of those other weird things, right?
You doing Shakespeare?
Well, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Molière. And it was
Molière.
totally...
In French?
Of course. No, I was not.
Pas de quoi.
There's my French.
Le même. Chose.
Zazuzi.
I met somebody at the club last night whose name was Chez. Chez.
I never trusted Chez.
And he says, he's very, very sweet. Is an Escondido. And so, you know. Anyway. So Chez, he goes, and I noticed that there are a lot of things in France. Chez this, Chez. I had to say, that it's really pronounced chez. Chez moi, chez nous. It means home.
Wait, this is a French man that doesn't know how to say his
French.
name.
No,
Okay.
his family is actually from Dominican Republic, but his mother liked the name. His really name is Cesare, which is like Caesar,
well,
but
that's
she
beautiful.
spelled it like phonetically.
Makes me want cheese, just hearing the name
Chex
Chez.
Mix. It made
Chex
me
Mix
think
and
of
cheese.
Chex Mix.
Yes.
All right, so anyway, in case you're wondering, and if you
That
ever
is
do
how you
Molière,
say
Chez. It's Chez.
Shay.
Chez. Okay.
I looked so young in college. They came scouting, and they needed people who were over 18 to play like 12, 13, 14.
For the San Antonio?
No, that was for the Old Globe.
Molière.
Mhm.
Oh, what?
The Molière show. So
That's great.
I got hired with a couple other actor buddies to go be in like this really professional show. It was my first like really big.
How did they treat you as a young person?
It was so gorgeous. I mean, we had my friend Michelle and I had a little dressing room. They had a mug with our name on it. We had professional like dressers because we had to wear all these crazy clothes.
Wow.
We were treated so well. Like, I loved it. And
that's at like 8 hours a day,
8
5
shows a
days
week.
a week.
The 8 shows a week deal. Like, yeah, it's Broadway,
So
basically.
you have to memorize.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I don't really that much anymore.
I know. That's how I'm impressed because memorization is like not exactly my wheelhouse unless I'm singing.
It's hard. Singing's so
Isn't it
easy.
amazing all the songs that pop into your head? Like, how do
my
I
gosh.
remember those lyrics?
I did a whole show in Spanish. The entire show, La Pastorela. And yeah. Vamos todos a Belén con
'Cause you're
amor y
singing.
gozo. Yeah.
But did you talk and speak in Spanish?
No, I just sang.
Just sing.
Because I think being a pastorela, you just sing it. I think, is that right?
I don't know.
To my friends south of the border, you just be singing?
Wow.
I think so.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, you can learn anything in song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Song. It's the universal language, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right behind love.
So how did you get into voiceover?
Oh, yeah, we're going to get there.
I'm just curious.
So I was in that show in Texas, and they said, will you? This is the best ever.
Did you
Will
say you were a nutshell in Texas?
I was in a nutshell. I was in a shell.
Oh, you
and
were
a show in
a
Texas.
nutshell. Was it a big
It
nutshell?
was a big nutshell.
Okay, got it.
A lot of nuts inside. Trust me, a lot of nuts.
Wow.
They are the funnest nuts in the world, though. So then they said, "You want
Pecans, I think. How do they say pecan in Texas?
You say pecan. I say pecan.
Okay. Sorry. I'm just okay, I'm coming back. Yeah, I'm back.
This is the musical interlude of the show.
Okay,
Thank you.
we're back.
It's a really nice ending to that.
I know. Luckily, we've recorded it.
Okay, so somebody came to the show, like, the people that like want to make
See
TV
shows?
commercials.
Oh, those gotta be
for the show.
producers.
And they said, would you like to star in our TV commercial for the theme park? And I said,
Oh, wow.
yes, I would.
My goodness.
I would have said yes to anything, right?
Wow.
Sure. So, yeah,
Did you say sí?
Si, senor. Will there be
Money? Will there be
queso? Speaking of,
Work for queso.
in Texas, because it's the right to work state, you just get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
preschool. So you just that's what I learned. It's a really big life lesson, actually. So I went and did the TV commercial, and on the way back from doing the TV commercial, they said, "Oh, we're gonna swing by the studio and do the voiceover for this because they were also doing radio, and
I like where this is going.
yeah, so I went in and I basically just did the same thing I just did on camera. I got to do it, and it was fantastic. It was so
Because you are fantastic.
because it's fun to be an actor, and when you love it, you can't get away from it. Like I tried.
And you
I
have
really
to
did
sneak
try.
out of the house
You have
to
to
do
sneak
it.
out and
Yeah.
do shows. Yeah. So
That's
yeah.
great.
Then I
Do you
got-
have a copy of that?
Yes.
Ah.
But I would need somebody to take it from the old school tape,
It's like
which is
2-inch
probably VHS.
VHS?
It's probably VHS.
We could do that.
Really? You have one of
Yeah.
those?
I have a VHS player and a DVD. I think we can do that.
Oh my gosh. I would
should
love
give
to
it to
see it
me.
again. It's been a long time.
Let's do it. Oh, actually, there's a guy in the UK I sent my Muppet Babies videos to, and he sent me back DVDs. He does
Awesome.
that.
That's awesome.
And I bet, seeing as how you are a cartoon star, he would do that for you too.
that would be
If we can't do it, we'll try it. Oh, yeah, he's very nice to do that.
Go UK!
Yeah,
And if they need me to go to bring them to the UK,
you will be happy to go there.
I'll
and
do
deliver
that as
them
well.
in
I will
person.
hand deliver them. I actually have a tape, like an audio tape of the first 2 songs I've recorded, like songwriting, and I have no digital copy, and I literally have 1 tape left, and it's my last copy. So if anyone knows how to get that to a digital
I've
format,
done that too. I think I had a.
all my
don't
dreams
we
are
have a-
coming true right now.
I think we had a machine to do that. All right, so write this
Tape
down.
to digital.
Okay.
We need
We need VHS to DVD, right? and then MP4 or whatever, and then what's the other thing? Cassette
cassette
to MP3.
MP3, yes.
Okay.
Or
Or something
whatever.
else. CD.
The world
CD
we live in.
stands for casting director or CD. I don't.
It stands for CD.
What does CD stand
I like
for?
how I'm so used to doing voiceover that I keep looking at the microphone instead of the camera.
There is
like,
a
yeah.
microphone up here. And I think it'll pick you up. Do you know, I was talking to somebody. What we're using today is a Sennheiser 416, which is a very sensitive microphone. In fact. So there's a girl that I know
I
who
probably
does
shouldn't be
voiceover.
laughing so crazily. I should be like back here.
It's okay. I like it when you laugh crazy. She,
Fun.
she has a heart valve thing.
Oh, no.
And the mic picks it up. So when she's doing certain kinds of work, she's got to
Oh, she has
change
to change the mic.
mics because there's this ticking sound
Whoa.
that picks it up. So in case you're interested in going into voiceover and you have any kind of mechanical device,
Or
you
it-
probably don't want a 416.
Don't wear a ticking time bomb kind of device.
Don't
do
certainly
that.
don't
No.
consider doing that either. That would be, of course, that would be very short-lived. Get it? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. There are a lot more things that I want to ask you about.
Okay, this is going to be the lightning round.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if I can answer.
Okay.
Or are we just going to have to say part 2?
We could. Take 2. We can say take 2.
Are you trying
There's
to
a
get
lot
me
more-
to say the
there's
name
a
of the
lot
show?
more. It might be. I just might be because there's so many more things. And I'm just going to give you a little hint what I'm going to ask you about. Okay, I'm going to ask you about you're the first female trailer voice, movie trailer person in the history of the United States and maybe possibly the entire world. I don't know. Right? You are a live announcer for Emmys, right?
Yes.
Or Grammys?
No, Oscars and Country Music Awards and Billboard Music Awards.
Oh, okay. We want to find out about that. And then you have an incredible story that, if you're willing to share, about it has to do with a street lamp landing on your car. If I'm correct.
a telephone pole.
A telephone pole. If you feel like talking about that, would you do that?
Yeah.
Would you do it now?
Sure.
No.
No, I will not.
Will you tell me now?
No, I'm going to tell you later.
Okay, good.
Tell You Later is a Patreon-driven entertainment show. So what are you waiting for? Come on over. Join us at patreon.com/Tell You Later.
I didn't wink or nod or nudge too slightly, I guess. But still somehow you up and guessed my inclination, 'cause I never said yes, I never said no, I never said stop, never said go, go.